This is Scott Becker with the Becker's Healthcare Podcast. Thrilled today to be joined by a fascinating entrepreneur and nurse by background, but fascinating med tech entrepreneur, Walter Cloud. Walter's the co-founder with Dr. Obma of the company called Strive. He's going to talk to us about that. He's going to talk about advice for medical tech entrepreneurs and a little bit more. Well, I can take one moment to introduce yourself and just take a moment to tell us the gist of what Strive is.
Oh, thank you, Scott. Glad to be here today. I'm glad to be on the podcast. So I'm a registered nurse. I'm from Green Bay, Wisconsin. I work with Dr. Padraig Obma on Strive MedTech. We look to improve our patients' lives through our technology.
And talk about, how did you and Dr. Obma get this started and you remain a huge Green Bay Packer fan?
Well, we got this started because we shared a commonality in how we wanted to take care of patients. We wanted to use technology to improve their lives. So much is lost when you're treating patients outside of a surgical procedure, and we wanted to capture that with Strive.
And how did this get invented? What was this, an aha moment? Was this Dr. Obma brilliance? How did this get invented?
Yeah, this was the mind of Dr. Obma, and the innovator that he is. One of the way it got invented was he saw in his practice that he could spend a limited amount of time with his patients, and as a nurse, you can spend a limited amount of time with patients. But with technology, you can go beyond that 10 or 15 minutes in the surgery that you're providing for the patient. You can see what's happening outside of that experience, in between their visits. So you can capture what's really important to ensure they have an excellent outcome.
And how does it do that? How does it track this? How does it do this? Is it typically used after joint replacement, after any kind of knee surgery? When is it used?
Yeah, well, it's used when the patient enters the care system. So we think it's critical to have a patient onboarded when they're going through knee pain or going through a knee surgery prior to surgery, so that we can get them the information they need to have a successful outcome. So we're with them their entire care journey, from the minute they start to the minute they exit the health system.
Thank you. And what advice? You guys have seen this product from inception to now a revenue-producing, terrific medtech company. What advice do you have for medtech entrepreneurs, whether who are just starting out with an idea or those that are already in business? What advice, when you look at what you've learned in the last few years, what are some of the pieces of advice you'd give to other medical technology entrepreneurs?
Yeah, the first piece of advice I would give is to listen. I think listening is one of the most important things you can do, so that you can understand your customer, you can understand your market, and really pay attention to the needs of your customers. So that's an important part of success. The next thing I would say is you want to always balance your wants versus your needs. You want to pay attention to how you're operating your business, how you're managing your teams, and be cautious of resources, because resources, as you know, can go quite quickly. So you always want to be paying attention. And then lastly, I would say is stay nimble. Don't lose your focus. Maintain your focus on your team and your product.
And what are you most focused on and excited about this year? Where are you most focused this year?
Well, we're most focused this year on our customer relationships and driving growth. And the way we do that is by providing that next level patient experience. So making it easier on the providers and their care teams to really deliver that care through technology.
And when you look at the adoption from customers, talk a little bit about some of your health system customers. You don't have to mention names or anything like that, but tell us what reception you're getting from health systems, from others about Strive MedTech and so forth. What are you hearing from people in the market?
Well, COVID has changed how we operate. COVID has changed how we receive care. So it's been very receptive. It has been very receptive to the point where people are now asking for it, and they're asking for a lot of features, which we have. So we've worked very hard to meet our customers where they're at and to really solve their needs and reach out and look at the issues they have. And with our technology, being how flexible that it is, we can do that very easily for our patients, lessen the burden on our teams, and improve that ability for providers and patients to communicate and drive those outcomes.
Thank you very much. Walter, where can people learn more about Strive, and will the Bears ever beat the Packers again?
I don't think the Bears are going to come close to beating the Packers this year. We have a strong team. We have a strong community. So they can try, but I don't think it's going to happen. Now, if you want to learn more about Strive MedTech, you can go to our website, strivemedtech.com. Or I'll tell you what, you can give me a call or an email anytime. My personal cell phone is 920-737-2346. And my website is strivemedtech.com. You can give us a call anytime. Me or my team, more than happy to talk with anyone.
Walter, as always, I appreciate you taking the time to visit with us and telling us a little bit about Strive MedTech. Fantastic what you and Dr. Obma have developed. Thank you for taking the time to visit with us on the Becker's Healthcare Podcast this morning.
Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it very much.